Hi and welcome to my new channel. This is the first video. I thought it would be best to do the get to know you tag for my first video, but there were a couple of different ones and I liked some of the questions from each one better. So I decided to take 23 of the questions since it's 2023 and put them together. So I have the little notes here of the questions, so I'll be looking down occasionally, but these are the 23 questions. First, what is your name? My name is Cheryl. The name of the channel is Candlewick Library. I chose that because I was kind of going for the feel of a library, a cozy place to study and learn with candles and a fireplace, something like that, because this channel is going to encompass a lot of different learning, books, things like that. And so I found a quote from William Arthur Ward, and it's, "Curiosity is the wick in the candle of learning." So what is this channel going to be about? It's going to be a lot of different things. They will all be kind of centered around books. I will be sharing the books I'm reading. I will be trying to participate in readathons and sharing my TBRs for that and wrap-ups for that. I will be sharing our favorite picture books, our favorite read-alouds. I homeschool my children, so I will be sharing the books that they read, the homeschool curriculum we use, our schedules sometimes. They will not be on here, but I will be sharing about our homeschool. I also will be sharing about a British literature course that I am taking myself. I thought that would be kind of fun to check in with that, of the books I'm reading for that and the things I'm learning there. I also want to share some of my experience as an ex-Mormon. I am a Christian and a conservative, but I left the Mormon church over the past few years. I have been doing a lot of study since leaving the LDS, or commonly known as Mormon church, and I want to share some of the things I've learned and also go through some of the things I'm doing and projects I've done as I left. So that's basically what this channel will be about. Why did I start this channel? Well, I have wanted to start a YouTube channel for probably 8 years. I've thought about it, but my confidence level wasn't that great. I just wasn't sure that I could do it. And a couple of weeks ago, I was invited to do a podcast, and that gave me a little bit of a boost of confidence in wanting to talk about things and being able to. So I thought, why not try it? What is your age? I am 46 years old. What is your relationship status? I am married. I have 2 daughters, a 17-year-old and a 13-year-old. Did I go to college? What is my occupation? What's your dream job? Those kind of all go together. I did not go to college, actually. I worked in childcare. I was a nanny for a while. I worked as a daycare and preschool teacher. I worked in medical records for a while. I did quite a few things. I had lots of other dreams growing up, of one time a marine biologist, a traveling journalist, things like that, a dolphin trainer at SeaWorld. But my biggest dream was to be an author and to be a mom. And I also did have a dream of being a teacher in high school, and I'm being able to do that by homeschooling my kids. Where are we from? I live in Utah. What is my favorite color? Yellow. What are your favorite movies? I have a lot of favorite movies. I have things from when I was younger, things that are my favorite now, things like Journey of Natty Gann and Iron Will when I was a teenager, Austenland, Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones, especially The Last Crusade. I love Secondhand Lions and National Treasure, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Ones that I grew up watching, like Seven Brides or Seven Brothers and Summer Magic, The Happiest Millionaire. But my very favorite movie is Anne of Green Gables, the one with Megan Follows from, I believe it was made in the 80s. But that's a mini series, so often when I say my very favorite movie, I will usually say The Philadelphia Story. It is an old black and white movie with Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn. That and Beauty and the Beast. And I love the animated and the live action, so those will probably be my very favorites. Anne of Green Gables, if you count it as a movie, Philadelphia Story, and Beauty and the Beast. My favorite TV shows. My very, very favorite TV show is Road to Avonlea. That was on as I was a teenager or early teens. It is in the Anne of Green Gables world. It's based on the Story Girl books and Chronicles of Avonlea. I almost said Narnia. Avonlea books. And it's just a fun show. I rewatch it all the time with my daughters. I also love Gilmore Girls and Downton Abbey. Once Upon a Time, Merlin. For a while, I was really loving Doctor Who. I haven't watched that for a long time now, though. And I really love watching the old Mission Impossible TV show with my husband. We don't have the same taste in a lot of things, but we both really like the murder mystery shows, like David Suchet's Poirot and Mission Impossible especially. That leads to favorite actors and actresses. My favorite actors are Cary Grant and Jimmy Stewart, and my favorite actresses are Katharine Hepburn and probably Emma Thompson. Usually British people. Anything British, I do like the British things. Okay, what is your favorite music genre or musician? I don't know for genre because I kind of like, it's the same way I am with books. A little bit of everything, almost. Not everything, but a little bit of everything. But I would say if I had to pick a genre, the thing that I like the most in one genre is probably like 80s and 90s. And that's not even a genre, but time period. I really like the 80s and 90s, you know, punk, rock, pop, all of it. 80s, 90s music. I love it. But as far as now, what I would listen to most now, if I'm not listening to older music, would probably be a little bit of the regular pop everybody else kind of likes. I like some Harry Styles, I like some Taylor Swift, but my very favorite band is For King and Country. And they're a Christian band, but they have kind of a pop sound to them. I really love Andrea Bocelli, his voice. He's my favorite male singer. I really do love Ed Sheeran though too. And for nostalgia's sake, I still love New Kids on the Block. I'll always love New Kids on the Block. They were my boy band, my generation. Next question, favorite holiday? It's Christmas. Specifically, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is my favorite because we have so many traditions on Christmas Eve. I will hopefully make a video about that. After that, it's Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. Favorite place I've ever been? I have a few. I've been to Prince Edward Island a few times with my mom. Well, first time with my mom, second time with my mom and dad. And I love Prince Edward Island. I love a lot of Canada. We did a road trip all across Canada, and I really, really enjoyed that. That was in 2000, so it was quite a while ago. And then in 2016, my mom and I took a 24-day vacation to Europe. We went to England and Wales and France and Germany and Switzerland, and it was amazing. And England just felt like home to me. I loved it. I loved so much about it. And probably my favorite places were the countryside, but I really loved Oxford. So that was my favorite place. And then the next question was your dream vacation, if you had any budget for any kind of vacation. Well, I love going to Disney World with my kids and my husband. I would love going there again eventually. And I would love to go to Prince Edward Island with my kids. I've never taken them there, but I would really love to go to England again and take my kids this time and go to Scotland because I didn't go there last time. And there's a few things we didn't have time for, even as long as we were there, because we were going so many places, and I would love to go there again. Favorite drink, food, and snack. My favorite drink is probably water. I drink a lot of water. I drink hot chocolate when it's cold. I like Diet Coke and Diet Dr. Pepper, but they have to be caffeine free. It used to be Mountain Dew, but then caffeine started messing with my body, so I had to stop drinking it. So probably water. Favorite food would be, I really like big salads that are Southwestern in nature. If you have anything like a Costa Vida near you, I love their pork salads. That's probably my favorite food. My favorite snack is anything buffalo flavored or popcorn, and I do like peanut butter and chocolate type candy occasionally. Favorite pastime is reading. I love to read. I read a lot. And if it's besides that, it's just, doing things with my family, traveling, writing. My favorite animal is a fox. It used to be a frog. I can't explain that completely. But now it's more dolphins, owls, foxes. Number 19, what are you afraid of? I am afraid of quite a few things. I'm afraid of spiders. I am afraid of pit bulls. I've had a few personal experiences there. There's a reason. I am afraid of flying and heights in general, especially flying. And I'm afraid of bad things happening to the people I love, which I think is probably one that everybody has. So there's quite a few things there. My favorite thing about myself is probably my curiosity. The best compliment I ever received was that I was the most well-read person that somebody knew. Now, I know plenty of people much more well read than I am. But to that person, I was, and that made me feel good. And number 22, describe yourself in 3 fictional characters. That would have to be Anne from Anne of Green Gables, Jo from Little Women, and Belle from Beauty and the Beast. They all kind of have things in common. Belle and Anne loving to read, Belle having the dream library. She was my favorite princess. Anne having such a huge imagination, and Jo with her writing and never feeling like she fit in anywhere, because I have felt that many times in my life. And then the last question was a typical day in the life. So I usually get up pretty early and I exercise and read in my scriptures, and usually I have some kind of morning book going. And a morning book for me is either a biography or a Christian book, usually nonfiction. And then I get ready for the day, feed my family, we do school, and then we have lunch, we do school some more, and then in the afternoons and evenings I spend time reading, running errands, doing house things that we have to do. So that's a typical day if it's during the school year. So it's pretty fun. I really love teaching my kids, so it takes up most of the day. So hopefully you found some things we have in common, and maybe that will get you to stick around and watch the channel. And I will update more. I'm going to do the BookTube newbie tag too for BookTube, and then I will probably make a few videos about each of the subjects I want to talk about on my channel to kind of show you what I'll be talking about. So if you want to stick around, subscribe.